Oh,
Insert joke about committing acts of something I can't say on stream.
I hate all you people who are watching the stream right now.
No, you don't. You're terrible liar. You're almost as bad as Hill is at lying.
Looks maxing Trump versus Yapper Biden. Who wins?
Oh, for fuck's sakes.
Everyone loses.
Burn Supreme. Burn Supreme destroys both of them.
Yes, that's definitely how it goes.
I guarantee people don't even have a clue who the hell Burn Supreme is.
Is the stream's up and running, right?
I'm checking.
It's
Yeah, I
not
see it.
showing
Okay.
up.
Yeah, I see it. It shows up for me. Unlike you,
Alright.
filthy
It now just did.
Whatever.
slow pokes. Man, how could you?
Nuh-uh.
Dildo.
Bro said nuh-uh. Uh-huh.
Okay,
Nuh-uh.
post it. Thank you all. Stop getting out of here. Sayonara,
Fuck
you idiot.
you, Walu.
Anyways, welcome to Cincinnati, Ohio, where we have a very interesting showdown between the Joe Carter Bengals and the Thomas Brady Vikings.
The Senat Bengals against the Mailoda Vikings.
Yes, Bengals are coming off a hot streak. They beat the Raiders last week in a very weird game, while the Vikings are 4-0 and also coming off a very strong game, I believe.
Who did they play last week? That's a good question. I think it was the Packers.
Yes, and they put up 45. So yeah, they came off a very strong game.
So
Holy.
it's two teams on a hot streak, basically.
Yes. I mean, one just had like a nice little up game, the other one on a very hot streak. So we'll see how this goes.
I mean, they both have beaten the Raiders so far this year.
That is true. One of them being a lot closer than the other, which is interesting to say.
Maybe the Bengals are better than the Vikings because they beat the Raiders by more. Who knows?
Real.
That obviously matters.
Yes, obviously that matters is how well your team beats another team. That's obviously the greatest. As here comes Joe Carter onto the field. Very decent game last week. Yeah, I think actually no, he didn't really like the game. I believe. I think he was kind of yikes.
Like always, yikes.
That's true.
He was
It's a nice
pretty
long
mid
camel piano
talking
line.
about Joe Carter.
Huh?
Joe Carter was pretty mid last week.
That's what I
He
said.
always
Yeah.
is.
That's what I said. Anyways, shotgun snap for Joe Carter as he sits and checks it down underneath to Ethan, and he gets nothing going. -4 yards in the play.
Ethan Holston.
Yes,
New Bengal. Got traded from the Dolphins to the Bengals for a second and change.
yeah. Saying he got kicked out of Miami due to them getting rookie standout champ Eggers, so they just said, nah, well, he's onto the streets, and they're going to head off again for a nice game up front. He almost thought he was going to get down at first, but he was able to cut it inside and get a nice gain out of it, gain of 8.
That was a very good gain on second down, so we're now make third down more better. Here and there.
This defense looking for an early stop. This is 3rd down and 6.
It's lagging for me a bit.
Carter throws, nice catch by Nestor Cortez with the first down.
Yeah, I mean, if the Bengals want to have a successful offense, obviously the main thing that they need is a run game, which they haven't had all season. But another thing is to get their weapons involved, like Greg Heffley and Nestor Cortez.
Yeah, he was wide open. There was not a Viking within a 5-yard distance of him, and he was an easy catch and more. We're going to tackle by Michael Vick.
Michael Vick.
Brady again, shotgun, take a snap. No, Brady, damn, I'm a little slow right now. As caught. Ethan Holston again.
Yeah.
Out of the
If
backfield.
if it's anything to the running back, just probably assume it's Olsen.
Saying, yeah, that's since his trade from the Dolphins, he's been kind of the running back one and over rookie Electric Carr, who had not a very ideal start to the season. Interesting to see that they kind of gave up on him so quick, and that was an incomplete pass. I thought he had that for a first and more, but he just dropped it, and it's now third down coming up for the Bengals.
Yeah, I mean, Holscher wasn't bad last year, if I remember correctly, and from seeing him in preseason sims with the Dolphins, I thought the Dolphins really weren't going to grab a quality running back in the rookie draft, but they got Champ Edgar, and he's outshined him.
Saying, yeah, there's an incomplete pass over the middle. I believe that was to Tommy Mahomes, but he got destroyed by, I believe, Jimbo Fisher. It's now fourth down for the Bengals.
Future free agent Jimbo Fisher.
Yes, future free agent. Saying the
He's probably
Bengals.
going to sign with the Chargers, if I had to guess.
Nepotism rises again, probably, as it'll be in the back of the end zone for a touchback. Saying this is the Vikings' year to win it, though. They have a lot of big name talents hitting the free agency market. Two of the biggest ones, Jimmy Fisher, and then this guy right here, Thomas Brady.
Yeah, I mean, a lot of people say that a linebacker is the captain of the defense. Brady is the captain of the offense here.
And he had a fantastic game last week. Let me see if I can get the stats. I mean, I think he had 3 touchdowns and almost a nice passer rating.
And he had over 450 yards, I believe.
Yep, 440 yards, 3 touchdowns, and a 64% completion percentage. He gets in his first pass there to DeMar DeRozan for a first down.
Nice way to start the drive, a gain of 12 and a first down.
DeRozan has bounced around a bit throughout the league so far. I don't exactly remember all the teams he's been on, but he's been on a lot.
I think he's been on like 4 separate teams. He's kind of the same thing as he's a guy who's decent and slot, but not many teams really want him to hand off to OJ. He gets a nice hole, and he gets about 8. And I know he's going to mark it down to 7. A nice run there for OJ on the outside. Saying,
Yeah,
OJ. Go ahead.
reportedly, OJ requested a trade to make the league more entertaining last night.
Saying, yeah, he, interestingly enough, had that weird decision to try to request for a trade. There's a little bit of a side show going on, but first down for the Vikings.
I love this PowerPoint.
Wardell Ramsey,
He's the
tight
backup
end. Yeah, the backup tight end. Gets the first, and the Vikings are driving.
Yeah, I mean, that's what you want as the Vikings. You got to score early.
Empty set for Brady. He throws it deep, and it is incomplete. I believe that is James Cracker, yeah, on the breakup there.
He's been around since season 1.
Saying, yeah.
Here's 2nd and 10.
No, I thought you had more to say. My fault.
I thought you were going to say something there.
No, I thought. Oh, it's picked! Oh, it's picked! Oh my gosh, is that? Wait, hold up. There's no way that is. I think it is. It is. Run, Pedro. He goes up to the 5.
None.
Oh my goodness. Back to. He has now 2 games with a pick. Last week he had I think a pick 6 on the first drive for the Raiders, and the first drive for the Vikings, another pick.
I can confirm he did have a pick 6 his first drive against the Raiders last.
I think that might be 3 straight games. I'm not 100% sure.
Saying he's been had a nice hot streak so far. Saying that it looked like he was trying to throw underneath there to one of the receiver. I couldn't see exactly who it was, but Juan Pedro was on that zone out perfectly and just jumped up and snagged before I could get any dangerous throw. And they're going to hand it off again to Ethan, going up the middle, and he gets nothing. Maybe a few. 2nd down coming up.
Look at he just ran right into his blocker there when he had 2 holes on each side of him.
Yeah, that was interesting maneuver there to have 2 holes between the center, the 2 gaps, and he just still ran right into him.
Mm-hmm.
That ball carrier vision got to go up, man. I'm telling you.
Yep.
As he gets another handoff, and he goes up the middle again, and he's stopped at the 1. He's just short. That time he was able to read the blocks nicely and almost had it, but the defense was able to stop him last second.
Yeah, I mean the Vikings defense, especially their run defense, has been a bit nice this year.
Saying, yeah, a nice run defense and kind of not doing too well with Easton right now, as he's going to get a pitch play outside, and he's going to be stopped at the 1!
Wow!
Zachary Fireworks with the saving tackle! And what will the Bengals do here?
Are they going to go for it here?
Wow, what a play by Zachary. He came flying across the field and stopped him right in his tracks where he tried to dive in for the touchdown.
Yeah.
That's the kind of hustle you like there from your defenses. They're gonna go for it with little than half a yard left. Hands it off at the middle, and he's in! It took 4 tries, but the Bengals strike gold for 6.
Took him long enough.
Saying each and every single one of those plays were to Ethan, hoping to get him in, and he's finally able to do it on the 4th and goal. And the Bengals strike first after the Juan Pedro pick on Thomas Brady.
I believe the past 2 or 3 weeks the Bengals have won by striking first.
And yeah, last week they struck first with that pick 6, and now this one a nice drive set up from another pick by their unsung hero, Juan Pedro. So, if you're the Vikings, though, they didn't really use a lot of OJ Youngblood that last drive that Brady threw that pick on. I think only handed off to him once, and then that was kind of it. It was all Brady's air on attack trying to go through. So you gotta
really should use it more.
you gotta give it to him more there. I mean, one of your most explosive backs in the league, and you can't just let him be turn out the drive like that.
No, I just got a report from the sideline from assistant coach Goated, and not very optimistic so far. He says that he expects to lose this game. Meanwhile, Crypto, on the other hand, is very happy on both units for getting the pick and the touchdown.
Saying, I don't blame Crypto at all for being excited at that, especially one of his favorite players finally having a nice streak.
Yeah.
Not many people have replicate so far. It's be nice. Maybe they might actually hand it off here to OJ. He's in the backfield. They're calling a play at the line. They're not going to. They're going to throw it. Brady scrambles, throws outside, caught. Carter. No, that's Carter Voodoo. Trey Voodoo. Gain of 7. My bad. I forgot. I thought of Carter because recent Trey reports coming out that he wanted out and over there in the Bay. But his, I don't know. Maybe the family cousin, young brother. Older brother. I don't know.
Maybe the brother, the younger brother. Older
brother, probably. As they're going to hand it off to OJ finally, and he didn't really get much going there. He got the first, but he had actually, I ain't going to lie. I didn't see much there of that play, but it looked like he had 4 people dragged.
Yeah.
Kind of just slid show there, but.
Flagging, but.
Yeah. Unfortunately, I couldn't see much, but I think he had 4 dragged, and wow, that was impressive running from him for a game that he should not have probably gotten. As Brady looks around, throws out, scrambles, throws, deep downfield, and it is batted away! Oh my goodness! He almost had another one. I think Jacob Hobart broke it up, and I think Jay Rugga was the guy who almost made the play on the ball there. But Hobart with the nice break up to save it from being another pick from Thomas Brady.
Rugga's been good for the Bengals since they were part of him trade deadline last year.
Yeah, he's been really nice. This is a deep shot, and he's caught it! Oh my goodness, what a play! Jacob Hobart, again, the intended target, and he made a massive catch there. Completely flips the field for the Vikings. First down in Bengals territory.
It looks like he just completely burnt the defense there. Can I tell
Yeah,
who that was on him?
I think it was a Tampa 2. I think it was a Tampa 2 defense there. He just had the go route and completely cooked over both the corner and safety, and just like that, completely flipped the field in favor of the Vikings. As they're getting another play action, Brady scrambles outside the pocket, throws. Oh my goodness, that could have been bad.
Wow. I don't know why he ran back in there, especially with PJW right there.
Saying, yeah, that was very risky. He almost probably would have fumbled or even got picked off there, but luckily the refs considered his arming forward motion and drops incomplete away from harm.
Blood thinks is Lamar.
As he's gonna hand it off outside to OJ, but he gets nothing. He got swallowed quick again by PJW.
I mean, PJW has always been nice for the Bengals, but it might be the year where he finally is able to reach 10 sacks. Who knows?
I'm saying, yeah, he's always been that solid piece, but just hasn't been able to get the sack records. But maybe it might be his years. Brady again takes a snap, scrambles outside the pocket, throws as he's hit, and it is incomplete. The back of the end zone. It looks like the Vikings will be selling for 3 here, off of what seemed to be promising play. Nothing coming for it.
I mean, they really only had one good play on this drive, and that was that Hobart big reception. Outside of that, this drive was a complete dud.
Saying, yeah, there was a lot of lucky bails with the dropped interception, and then also the lucky fall down to the ground ball from Thomas Brady, which could have been either ruled a fumble or intercepted. 7-3 is your score, and we're not even past the first quarter yet.
I just got a message from Eagles head coach Donovan. I wasn't expecting a text from him today, but he says, as an Eagles head coach, go Bengals.
And the Eagles are the second in the NFC, so a loss here and a win there could put them right next to the Vikings in terms of the top spot of the NFC. So almost all the Eagles are probably all being Bengals fans tonight. As there's a taken out of the end zone by Tom Mahomes, and he only gets up to the 22.
I mean, I bet most teams are probably Bengals fans tonight, considering that they want to see the Vikings lose.
See the second to last undefeated team fall. The other undefeated team technically is the Jaguars, who have not technically lost but have tied with the Dolphins.
Yeah, that game was a fun one.
That was very interesting, I would say that. As is a shotgun again. They love to do the shotgun here in this playbook, it seems. Their favorite thing to do is Carter throws underneath, quick, caught. Tommy Mahomes on the catch there, gain of 8.
I mean, Tommy Mahomes, he got traded over here, I believe, last year?
Yes.
Either last year? Yeah, last year.
It was last year because whenever head coach Bryn stepped down, head coach Kyle came in and didn't like his production for Tommy Mahomes and decided to trade him away to the Bengals, who were offering a decent pick for him. As there's a quick throw to Greg Heffley, first down Bengals.
I believe the trade was Mahomes for Cyclone in a second, I think.
I remember this. Yeah, it was an interesting swap, and so far both receivers have done really well for each team. Tommy Mahomes being the standout for the Bengals, and Derek Cyclone having a great year with the Packers so far. As they're going to hand it off quick to, oh my goodness, he bailed the guy, but sure just went down. Loss of 1 from Ethan. And the Bengals rushing is struggling again. He has 7 rushes for only 9 yards. That rushing attack is still struggling for them.
It was Tommy for Cyclone, a second and a fourth.
Yeah, there's an empty set for Carter on this play. Interesting. Blitz coming, throws, and it's bat away. Neon Sanders with a deflection. No, that's not Neon. I thought that was Neon. I thought it was 21. It's 27. My fault.
Who's 27?
I'm looking that up right now. Don't mind me.
Pretty sure that's Goat Kens.
Is that Ken?
Oh.
It is indeed Goat Kens. Nice break up there by him. As they're going to throw again over the middle and caught. Oh my goodness, that was dangerous. Tyshawn Tabari with the catch there in front of Zachary Fireworks. First down, Bengals.
That was a great contested catch there.
That was a very risky throw though by Joe Carter with Zachary right there, but Tyshawn Tabari was able to get in front of it before Zachary could make a play and save him, looks like. So once again, it's shotgun. Jesus, stop using the shotgun, guys. It's different formations you could use. And there's a quick throw outside. So I believe that's Nestor Cortez, and is indeed now at the end of the first quarter. For end of one, 7-3, Bengals on top. Them stats speak for themselves.
Not feel like a full
My
quarter.
goodness.
Second quarter from Cincinnati. It's the Bengals with the football here.
Both teams at 9 rushing yards apiece. My, holy,
Jeez.
wow.
I mean, both of these teams do have good defenses, especially great run defenses.
Yeah, but only 3 attempts though for OJ on the other side, which is very interesting compared to the 9 attempts for Ethan. Tells different stories as there's a quick throw and some slant there for Tommy, and he gets the first. Bengals, very short throws almost all the entire drive, but it's been effective for them as they keep driving it down the field.
I mean, that is one of Carter's specialties, the short throw. I believe he has like 95 plus short accuracy.
That's it, he's a great option! He has the hit up, and he's gonna go for 7! What the fuck?
Okay.
What? That's
There's
not
your
something you see every
one-game
day,
read
but
option.
Shows how hard it can be to stop him.
a lot of
I feel like
quarterbacks
it's once a game.
is saying, yeah, it's once a game it seems. There's always seems a random read option where the quarterbacks just take it and somehow, sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. It's just a quick throw. I believe that's Ty Mahomes who made, no, that's Tyshawn Tabari. Triple coverage and makes a very nice contested catch.
That
Wow.
was actually a nice throw by Carter. He just threaded it right in there.
See, there was 3 Vikings. Neon, I saw, and also I think that was Zachary who was nearby as well. I couldn't see the last one is, but that was quite the needle throw. What a catch.
Yeah.
Carter again. Throws to the end zone, and it is broken up. Wow.
That's a
Zach
good
Eagle
break
with the
there.
breakup. What could have been a touchdown was made by Zach Eagle there.
Eagle has had an up and down career. Wasn't that great season 1, but he did have a bad stat inputted, and he was elite season 2.
In season 3, he had not the same year as he was opening. There's a nice rush there by Ethan Holsches. Went down to the 1. Wow. Got hit at the hole. He got hit at the hole, broke that tackle, got hit again a few yards out, was able to keep dragging him for all the way down to the 1. It's the Bengals have a chance to score again. They're going to do that. They're going to hand it off to Holsches again, and he's in for another touchdown. 2 touchdowns for him tonight. Just like that, the Bengals have made it a 2-score game.
He's been a nice acquisition for them.
Saying, yeah, the preseason, many people thought he was going to be the premier back in Miami, but then the draft happened, and they decided to get Edgar, and found revival here in Cincinnati, and so far he's putting on a show tonight.
I mean, Edgar
Nice
was
two
considered the running back 1 by the main media sources, but he was running back 3 when he got taken.
That is interesting. As the Vikings, they got to find something, man. I mean, you got to pick the first drive that turned to points. You went down the field, only got 3. Coming back out, and then just got almost stuffed again.
The Vikings need a touchdown here, I feel like, to stay in the game.
Saying, yeah, the Bengals right now are currently a loose cannon, and they're continuing to probably try to keep this going on as they're going to run it out of the back of the end zone. Interesting, it's only up to the 22. Weird decision. Should have probably just kneeled it, but here comes back out Thomas Brady.
Zach Eagle did have a kick return touchdown last week against the Packers.
Saying, yeah. Very interesting one at that. Yeah, because that was right after the play. He got absolutely toasted. And then everyone was just dogging him, and then
Yeah.
next play after that happened, that was quite the experience as Brady takes it, throws over the middle, and is caught.
Wow.
I believe that's Jacob Hobart again. Yes, it is. Got rocked as he caught it. As first down, Vikings.
The Vikings need more of that. They just need to get downfield and score. Because their offense has been very poultry tonight.
Because, yeah, there's a nice quick throw underneath there again. I believe that is Leon Sandcastle.
Yes, I believe.
Yes, it is. For only 6. Leon Sandcastle, one of the better receivers from last season. He hasn't really seen as much action, I believe, this one.
Yeah, Brady has definitely been loving Voodoo and Hobart more.
There's another outside throw caught. Gets it past the 50. Maybe OJ. So you're not really using him in the rushing game, but found in the passing and still using the very dynamic back of OJ Youngblood, who is obviously season 1 MVP. And had a nice career so far with the Vikings. Only having 2 seasons after being there for only 2 seasons. Or was it 3? I don't remember when he got traded.
Season 3.
Okay. So this went up the mid, tried to go up the middle, but Albert Hainsworth was there to stop him before he had a chance to go far.
Second round draft pick ahead of this year's draft. He got picked right before another D tackle, Howie Short, and neither of them have really looked that good this season.
No, he's been kind of lackluster in terms of what they expected, as Brady's going to scramble outside, going to throw on the run, gets caught to Leon Sandcastle, and I think he only got 7. Yes, he did.
Yeah.
He tried turning upfield, but Jay Rugged was there to push him out of bounds and prevent him from going further up the field. It's 3rd and 2 now coming up for the Vikings.
Sandcastle was last year's leader in receiving yards out of everybody, I believe.
Yeah. I think that's what won the Offensive Player of the Year. No, that was Brady, my fault. As there's a nice throw wide open. I think that's Gordon Ramsay again. The backup tight end. And just like that, it is the first red zone opportunity for the Vikings coming up. What a way to flip the field there.
I'm surprised that he's getting more targets than Voodoo. We haven't seen Voodoo tonight.
And besides that one reception earlier, he has been very quiet. But they seem to be loving Gordon Ramsay right now, their backup, and he just makes a nice play deep for them. Serving in the shotgun. I said, I think before this 3-minute down lineman, you think you hand it off, but they're not going to. They're going to throw it for the end. Oh, I thought he was throwing for the end zone there, but he was just throwing it neat to Leon Sandcastle, who gets him down to the 1. Second down coming up, 2nd and goal coming up for the Vikings.
Hey, this is where you hand it off to OJ for the free touchdown.
That's what I'm saying. That's who you want to get it here. They're not going to. They're going to go empty set here. My goodness. Do not see me liking OJ tonight, as they're going to do a QB draw, and Brady goes nowhere. Wow, I believe that's Peter Jets. Yes, it is. On a tackle for loss, and it's 3rd down, 3rd and goal for the Vikings. What are they?
Vikings were thinking there.
It feels like
to the outside.
It feels like Brady's trying to play hero ball right now in the end zone, where he really should not. As he's going to go again, scramble the middle, and now only again a yard, and PJW there on the tackle, and just like that, the Vikings might go for the field goal here.
Yeah, you just can't do that if you're Brady. I mean, the QB draw, okay, that's a fair play call, I guess, there, because Brady does have speed. But you can't take it to the outside right into Peter Jets.
So not only that, but you are the one there. Why not just hand it off to your premier back, who's you guys kind of been just avoiding tonight? So they're going to kick it and get the field goal, make it about an 8-point game. Not the kind of start you expect from Minnesota as being one of the last 2 undefeated teams, but they've been kind of struggling tonight. I think the biggest reason is just not using their back of OJ Youngblood. And a lot of their kind of nice opportunities in certain situations have just been from big chunk plays from one player and flipping the field.
Yeah. I mean, most of the yardage has been from, like you said, that Hobart catch.
The Hobart catch and then the Ramsey catch, too. As Tommy Holmes goes outside. He goes up to the 30. Oh, I thought he had a chance. I was so excited. I thought we were going to see it live.
Wow.
He had the lane and everything. The outside there was able to stop it from the Vikings. And Ethan, you see there, 9 rushes for 21 yards, but 2 touchdowns. So not much rushing for him, but he'll score in these critical situations.
I mean, that's what you need to score from the 1. Even if you aren't that good of a power back, you still just need to punch it in from the 1.
And yes, they're going to hand off to him up the middle. He gets a nice, decent hold there for a gain of 6. One of the few
4 minutes in the second. Damn.
You're saying one of the few successful plays up the middle there in the rushing game. You know, obviously it's been a lot of Joe Carter just kind of airing it out to Tyshawn and all these receivers out there, but finally in some sequences they're going to once again talk about speak of the devil. Throw, and he's going to get caught! What a... Oh, no, I thought he had it. Oh, man. I thought he made a circus catch there, but he just dropped it. That was intended for Tommy Mahomes. I think he just overthrew him a tad shy. I think he expected him to break out that route a little bit quicker. 3rd and 4 coming up.
That's unfortunate.
Like, change the line. He's going to throw it underneath to Ethan. He's going to get the first. Move the chains for the Bengals. Saying that Tommy Mahomes played. I thought he had it as he was breaking it out, but just barely overthrown. But nice play there by Ethan to kind of gain up and get at least the first.
If I'm the Bengals, I'm gonna try and milk this clock.
Saying, yeah, you got to kind of keep the explosive offense of the Vikings off right now, and just let your offense kind of just eat away at that clock. Is a nice play there by Heffley underneath for 6.
Yeah, like I'm trying to get it down to like where the Vikings might only have 1 play if the Bengals score because they get the ball after half.
Mm-hmm. So the longer you keep them off, the better it is for your chances of this game, as they're gonna hand it off again to Ethan up the middle, but he goes nowhere.
Wow.
Swallowed up, and his 2-minute warning there as it comes up to a 3rd down, I believe, for the Bengals. 2-minute warning here in Cincinnati, 14-6. That's your score.
Had to reload the stream.
No, you're good. As Joe Carter sits back in the pocket and throws, and is batted away. Goat McKenzie with the wonderful bat away there, and is 3 and out for the Bengals. Out of the 2-minute warning.
Yeah, this upcoming drive is going to be huge for the Vikings. If they can score a touchdown and get the 2 point to tie it up before half, that would be huge.
Seeing, yeah, he's mentioning before the break and whatever, the offense for the Bengals, their main goal was to try to kill as much clock as they can, but they just couldn't get it going, and almost 2 full minutes still, and 3 timeouts for the Vikings. If they just score here or something, even if they don't get a touchdown, maybe a field goal, that's way more than ideal. They can hit a 5-point game. It's interesting to see how they shake up here. Looks like to be a shotgun again for Brady. It's a very interesting set. They have like 7 guys in the box, and they're going to throw quick out on the little curl there. I believe that is to Trey Voodoo for a gain of 8. And yes, it is. So Trey Voodoo, not much involved tonight besides 2 catches there for about 15 yards. Not terrible. As they're going to no huddle here. Brady, sit back in the shotgun again. Play action. Sit. Nice clean pocket. Decides to run for it and gets sacked. Teddy Chung just on the sack. With the clock still ticking. It's 3rd and 4th coming up for the Vikings.
He just held on to the ball there for way too long. Especially if he wanted to try and scramble, he should have done it way earlier.
So he should have done way earlier, throwing it away. Now you're killing a lot of time. As they're going to throw it quick outside, he's going to catch it, and it's going to go out of bounds, I believe, to Jacob Hobart. 57 seconds left in the first half.
Yeah, even if they only get a field goal here, that's still big because you cut the lead down to
5, yeah.
5.
And yeah, it was interesting that on the second down play, Brady had a nice clean pocket all the time, but just started collapsing inside to bail out way too late as he's going to throw it way overthrow. Oh, he's actually got it. What? I thought he overthrew it, but that's a nice catch down the sideline by O.J. Youngblood. And the Vikings are once again in prime scoring position on the Bengals side of the field.
Yeah, I mean, I'm surprised that OJ has most of his yardage at receiving.
Saying, yeah, more of the explosive running back deal, but tonight he's been kind of called a lot more in the passing. And he's still answered the call nicely in his 2 attempts catching. Brady again takes a snap, scrambles out, throws, underneath his picks! It is picked! He let it go! He got the 50! 35, 40, no, 40, 35, 30, 25, 20, 50, 10, 5, touchdown! James Cracker, the free safety jumps the route, and the Bengals score before the half! What a turn of events!
That is huge for the Bengals.
Brady with his 2nd INT of the night. It was intended for underneath for O.J. Youngblood, but James Cracker read it perfectly and took it all the way to the house.
No way.
That is what the Bengals needed after their offense could not produce much. They let the Vikings offense kill most of the clock and then proceeded to get a pick 6.
You know, if they hold off the Vikings for this half, 15-point lead going into half is huge.
What a interesting night for Brady, though. 0 touchdowns, 2 interceptions. Not the kind of game you expect from this elite quarterback. Got to find a rhythm. And then it's been almost all around a struggling offense. No O.J. rushing, and then Brady struggling.
Brady, it just looks like he's trying to play hero ball. You don't need to do that when you have a great supporting cast around you, and with an elite running back.
Saying it's interesting to see what he's doing right now. Not the type of game you would expect from him as he's playing. He said he's playing a lot of hero ball. They're gonna take it out of the end zone. Should just probably kneel it as he's down to 18. Here comes again, Brady. They still have all 3 timeouts here in 36 seconds, so there's still a chance they could go down the field and still get a touchdown, but based on what we've seen in this offense tonight so far, it's not looking likely.
Yeah.
It's been a struggle, especially from Brady. He seems to just not be comfortable throwing the ball around.
He just looks off rhythm.
Saying, yeah, you on the sacks or something kind of threw him off tonight. He's going to throw it over the middle to Trey Voodoo, and they're called a timeout there. He makes a nice catch. Got it. Just drilled as he caught it, but was able to still hold on to move the chains.
Yeah, I mean, Voodoo has been very, very good for them this year. He was a good trade acquisition over the offseason, and it's been paying out for them.
Saying, yeah, he wanted to trade out from Jacksonville, and they granted his request and went to the Vikings for Hampton a few picks, and it was been a solid outing for him so far this season. There's a nice throw underneath. Not what kind of want to do, especially in a situation like this, but they call out timeout regardless, and it's 27 seconds left with a timeout left and about 58 yards to go.
Yeah. I mean, even settling for the field goal here isn't as bad because it could still lead down to 12, I think.
So even then,
Right?
even then, you'd still probably want to go for a touchdown, especially since the Bengals offense has been pretty well. As there's a nice catch and hit there to Leon, who gets the first and out of bounds, save the timeout for the Vikings. So yeah, the offense has been decent for the Bengals, but their defense has been the big stat line tonight. 2 picks, one for a pick 6 and one for being a nice pick for the go-ahead touchdown afterwards.
Yeah.
Brady again takes a snap. The pocket throws outside, caught. Trey Voodoo again. And they're calling the last timeout with 19 seconds left.
Yeah, I mean, if you're the Vikings here, you should probably just throw to the outside or just aim for the end zone. Because, like, I mean, this isn't huge kicker range for MPSL kickers. Like, I'd say if I was the Vikings, I'd probably want to get a few more yards here. But a shot for the end zone here wouldn't be bad.
And yes, Brady throws deep. He just throws him out of bounds to chuck it, and it's going to be second down coming up.
That was a nice time waster there.
Saying he probably wanted to throw it deep to try to go for an end zone shot, but the pressure, he started scrambling out to. I don't know why he was scrambling out there. I guess maybe he got forced out from the edges. He thought he didn't have enough time and scrambled. He's gonna scramble again out of the pocket and just throw it away again. 7 seconds left.
I hate that Madden play so much because there's so much green grass in front of the QB that he just runs sideways.
So that is very interesting. I know that exact thing too. It's so annoying.
It's stupid.
It's Brady Colson. Again, throws outside and just throws it away again. 4 seconds left for the Vikings. They're probably going to try to get a field goal. So now, not like kind of questionable in the decision making, as there's just 3 throws out. As no, they're not going to go for the field goal. I guess they decide they're out of range and want to try to go for an end zone shot. Brady takes snap. 3-man rush. Scrambles, throws deep. He's going for it in. And it's out of the back of the end zone.
Okay, then.
Okay. 21-6 to end the first half, and there's your stat line there. The Vikings are blowing them out in terms of yardage, but they don't have the points to show for it.
Yeah, I mean, the main reason for that is the 2 key mistakes in the 2 interceptions. Pick 6, without that, it's still a 1-score game. Without both picks, it's probably at least 7-3 right now.
Saying it's very close regardless, but the Vikings just keep beating themselves up on simple mistakes, and it's not looking too good for them for this game, as they had the ball back to start the half to try to mount some kind of momentum. But as you see right there, top of the screen, it is in full swing of the Bengals, as they played great football in that first half.
I was able to talk to both coaches of both teams. I'm going to get Cryptos out of the way first. They're going to keep the same game plan that they've had all game because clearly it's been working on both offense and defense. And I talked to AC Goated, and he said that the defense really needs to step up, especially on tackling and stopping the Bengals on 3rd down. And for offense, they want to implement more running the ball and getting stretch plays out.
So yeah, you gotta find some kind of semblance of spark over there on that side of the ball, especially since I think the defense is starting to gas, trying to be out there, trying to save the offense being just so inconsistent.
Yeah, and they're not utilizing OJ.
Yeah, not at all. As they once again took it out and should have just kneeled it, as they lost 7 yards. That would have just been an easy kneel back for 25, but instead starting from the 18. So simple mistakes. That's really what the simple line is for the Vikings. Just keep beating yourselves up. As they're gonna hand off finally, OJ. He's a nice lane up the middle. He makes a nice juke there, and he goes up to the 44. There you go. Well, you should have been doing in the first half.
Yeah, I don't know why they did that. Why they didn't do that more in the first half. They do it first by second half, and immediate results there.
You say he
should have been doing it all game.
You say that should have been doing it all game regardless, but I mean he completely juked the ankles out of safety. Go low back there and almost went all the way.
Using
But
your best fucking person on the offense works.
That's a handoff again, and he gets a nice gain again for another 5. Wow, you start using your running back and it works. Your premier running back. It's like it's a foreign concept.
Pretty much was just about to say that. It's almost like when you use the player that makes your offense good, the offense is good.
What a shocking revelation.
As there's a quick throw outside to Jacob Hobart. He catches it. No, that's actually Leon Sandcastle. I saw the game. I thought it was Hobart, but no, it's Leon there. And the Vikings offense seems to finally have a spark going after a very rough first half.
I don't know what head coach Ben said to them in the locker room, but that obviously worked.
Yes, they're hand off again to OJ. Makes a nice play. Gets positive yardage of a play that looked like it was going to be dead on start. Gain of 7. He had nowhere to go in the backfield, it seemed like, but he was able to find a hole and get a nice 7 out of it.
He's the master of finding holes.
Yeah, that's for true. As Brady again takes in the shotgun. He's going to throw it deep, and it is caught!
Ooh.
It is caught! Oh my goodness, what a catch!
Wow!
Jacob Hobart again! 5 receptions, 95 yards, and the Bengals get another red zone opportunity. Not the Bengals, fucking hell. The Vikings get another setup. Man, my voice is starting to feel shot. I don't understand why. I probably should get something to drink. But still, what a nice play there by Hobart to get him inside the red zone again. It's a heavy set here. They might run it outside to the left there with OJ. And they're not. They're going to play action. Brady throws quick. And interesting play. It's the one. Okay. He's saying this is the kind of place you want to use your running back like OJ down there, but I guess not.
I feel like the Vikings have had a lot of those questionable plays tonight.
As they're again going empty set, throw quick underneath. He's gonna get him closer, but not in. Up to the 2. DeMar DeRozan the catch there. If you don't get it here, I think it's this one. You have to go twice. Yeah. Consider this a 2-try attempt.
I mean, theoretically, you have to run it with. You should run it with OJ here because you're at the 2.
But they're not going to. They're going to try to throw it again. Scrambling outside, throws it, and it is caught. The Leon Sandcastle show has returned, and just like that, the Vikings go down the opening drive of the second half and score for 6.
I mean, I guess they didn't need OJ there because Leon was wide open there.
They're saying, yeah, he had a nice little curl and just sat there in the zone. I mean, I don't think there was a single Bengal in the country mile.
Yeah. It's like they were playing like a lot of zone there.
So yeah, a lot of zone, and it did not work out as Vikings finally cash in for what they needed, and just like that is now a 8-point game.
I'm kind of surprised they didn't go for 2 there.
I am too. I would have thought that we'd gone for 2 and try to make this a 7-point, but the head coach Ben decides that he still's fine with an 8-point gap.
Yeah, maybe they don't trust their defense enough.
So I don't know. Maybe it's interesting to see them though not take that, or at least think about taking the 2. But as it stands, it's still an 8-point game. Because the kickoff is away. And it's gonna take it at the 2 by Tommy Mahomes, and he gets a nice lane again, but gets swallowed up quick at the 25. So he cut that outside. I think behind his blockers, he might have had a nice lane outside to go a lot further, but just ran inside the wrong way and got swallowed up before he could do much there.
Tommy, he's always been a good returner for them. I've heard from head coach Crypto and assistant coach Nixio, that he's always been good in at returning in Sims and gotten multiple kick return touchdowns in Sims.
Interesting. It's a 3-man rush there by the Vikings, and they're going to meet the Ethan. He gets a nice 5 there. Saying there's no check down again, makes it nothing much out of it, but still nice to keep the ball moving and keep the clock going.
Yeah, I mean there's 5-yard checkdowns wear down defenses, because 2 or 3 5-yard checkdowns, you're gonna get a first down.
Saying yeah, just keep going with it as they're gonna throw it quick and he gets batted away. Goat McKenzie again with the deflection, and it's 3rd and 5 coming up.
Goat McKenzie has been a good addition to this secondary. I believe he was, what was he in season 3 draft?
I don't think it was season 3. I don't think Goat McKenzie was season. I think he was season 2 or season 1. As there's a play outside, he tried hitting Greg Heffley out there. He was kind of wide open. He probably would have had it first, but he just overthrows him, and it's 3 and out for the Bengals to start their opening half drive. So that's the ideal start. If you're the Vikings, you get a touchdown on your drive, and you're able to stop them finally on their drive.
Now you need to score.
So that's all you gotta do now is just score, and you get yourself a ball game again.
Yeah.
Saying is they show stat lines from OJ and 7 attempts for only 48 yards. Saying not much of him tonight. Mostly it's been all passing.
This kind of reminds me of the Sunday Night Football game last week, Niners-Eagles, where the Eagles only used James Charlie like 11 times rushing, and they lost because of it.
It's been very interesting to see teams not try to use their star running backs, as they're going to hand it off finally to him again, but he doesn't get much success. Stopped at the line. Jedediah Richardson on the stop there. 2nd and 10 coming up.
I felt Jingles player tackled Jingles player.
Who does he root for tonight? It's the battle of the jingle. It's like it does. Brady scrambles, runs, and he decides to slide before he gets the first gain of 8. With 3rd and 2 coming up for the Vikings.
I mean, Brady's always been known as a good scrambling QB. It's just he hasn't really scrambled super much in actual games. Like I think he is third or 4th in rushing yards for QBs all time, but he doesn't rush that much.
Yeah, he's one of the better dual threat abilities, but just don't see it much, especially with the old games. He wasn't very much there in terms of all being together, but he's had a nice rushing kind of style in this Madden. As he throws outside there to OJ for a gain of about 3 in the first down. As they're hand off again to him, but he gets swallowed up again outside. Matty Matabuke on the tackle there. 2nd and 9 coming up.
Both him and Albert Hainsworth are both rookie D tackles, but it just seems like the Bengals have liked Matabuke more, and he's been just outperforming Hainsworth in games.
Seeing a late pick. I believe he was a 6th or 7th round pick out of Texas A&M. As they're going to throw it, quick slant, and he's going to get up to a very manageable 3rd and 1. That was Leon Sandcastle on the reception there.
I mean, it seems like the more they get Leon and Voodoo and OJ involved, the better their offense is.
And those are all 3 of their big playmakers, especially from the past 2 seasons, as they're going to throw it to Leon again, and he catches it. I thought he dropped. I thought he got broken up, but he was able to snag on and hang on to it. They move the chains again for the Vikings.
Got hands of glue.
The hands of glue, yep. He got walloped as he caught it. I'm honest, I thought for sure he dropped it, but them hands of, he got that the stickum. There you go. They got that stickum on the gloves and hold on to it. As there's a read option with Brady, and he tries getting outside, but gets stopped right before he can really make a nice turn of field. That'll be the safety go low. Stop him before he goes any kind of deep run outside.
He was a first rounder of this year's drafts. Got picked one pick before the Falcons took King Julian.
So yeah, the Bengals were lacking safeties up to that point, but they seem to find a nice gem here in the first round with Go low as they try to hand it off again to OJ. He does not go anywhere again. Only gets stuffed to the line. I thought he got one, but no, he got that last play. So they're starting to try to him again, but it just seems like all the running lanes are almost always swallowed up before he has a chance to really make a cut or anything on the field.
Yeah, I mean, that's just a good deal like his due.
The thing is, oh man, tried throwing it deep there, but Jay Rugg was able to get his hands up and swat it away. Fourth and 9 for the Vikings. I don't know what just happened there. Fourth coming up. Too many words at once trying to go through the head. I think that's what happened. I don't think that's really a shank. More of a nice. Yeah, that's a nice punt there. It spots him down to 12. And here comes Jay Carter again out for the Bengals.
I think that was just the punter trying to aim it towards the sideline so it doesn't bounce into the end zone.
I'm saying, yeah, this season we've seen a lot of shank kicks from a lot of punters in the league, but that one is more of a try to dot him in deep, but just could not get it correctly.
One of the more controversial topics of the season so far.
Yeah, as they're gonna hand it off with Ethan, tries to go outside and gets nothing. Loss of 2 on the play. J.W. Unger, the rookie, on a tackle there.
And they traded up with the Lions?
Yes, it was the Lions. They originally were planning to take a smokescreen to get Patrick Starr and try to force the Dolphins to trade up, but they could not get it, so they traded the Lions, moved up and got J.W. Unger, who they believe was the defensive end 1 of the draft, as Zach Eagle makes a nice break up there. And it'd be 3rd and 12 coming up.
I mean, he's been playing like the end 1 of this draft so far.
So yeah, him and Baconator Bubs, the rookie the Ryans took with the Vikings second rounder, have been both very well. As they're going to throw deep, he is wide open. He takes it up to the 40. Tyshawn Tabari again. It looked like a go-ahead streak and he was able just to find a perfect hole in the zone.
Tabari has been a nice addition to this Bengals receiving core so far.
Yeah, he came from the Falcons in a trade. Yeah, forget the trade details exactly. You might remember better than I will about that.
It was for like a 7th.
Saying some late pick, and he's been kind of decent, a lot better than we expected. As Carter again is going to throw and just, I believe he got destroyed by Zach Eagle before he had a chance to really break on it. Might have been a little bit of DPI, but incomplete there. Saying, yeah, Tyshawn Tabari coming from the Falcons. Not much expected out of him, but showing up quite well in this Bengals offense as they're going to hand it off to Ethan. And he only gets about 2. 3rd and 8 coming up again for the Bengals. So it's been rushing woes still weighing on them so far this game, as they're only having 3 down linemen for the Vikings. Interestingly enough, Carter steps back, throws over the middle, and oh my goodness, I thought he was picked. Denzel Perryman was right there. Denzel Perryman Jr., I'm sorry. It was perfectly right there. Probably would have been a play, but as it is, just gets swatted away. That might be the last play of this. No, it's not going to be. This punt would be the last play of this third quarter.
Yeah, Perryman he's been decent for this Vikings team over the past 2 years.
Yeah, rookie in season 2, I believe, or season 3.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure.
I think he was season 2 rookie.
And same behind, obviously Jimbo Fisher. He's been finding a lot of, I guess, mentorship out of him, and has a decent starting chance. But I just don't think many teams are going to really swing at him.
I think he's actually starting at outside linebacker, I believe.
He's actually, wow, interesting. So I thought he was still middle linebacker 2 behind Jimbo. He's getting that experience and the teaching from obviously one of the better linebackers of the league, as that Brady takes his shotgun and throws quick outside the trade video again. Very quiet first quarter, but has been coming to life in the second and being a lot more intrigued with the offense.
I mean, it just seems like Voodoo gets involved, offense does good.
Yeah, well, the better. See, what's something interesting is that tight ends usually don't really seem to be targeted a lot, but they seem to be kind of like a spark igniter. I don't know what it is, but often. Oh my, that was a nice breakup there by the rookie Jackson Pollock.
He did something again.
Yes, you did something again, Bob. Congratulations.
Hopefully this time whenever I input Jackson Pollock's pass breakup, the sheet doesn't die again.
Dang, Pollock, obviously a second rounder for the Bengals, who may thought he wouldn't be on the play sheet, but he was there intentionally, and it was a nice quick throw and need to Leon Sandcastle. So going back to the Bengals and Pollock, I don't think many people at all thought he was even near the Bengals in key of interest, considering they had a lot of elite linebacker talent, Jedi and who else did they have at the time? There was someone.
Tremaine Edmonds.
Yes, Tremaine Edmonds and all.
Montavious Bengalson, I believe.
He says there's a nice power rush.
Ooh.
Oh, he had a nice in the backfield contact. He broke off, but just could not get going more. He got stopped for a gain of 2. So yeah, they had a lot of elite linebacker talent, and many teams thought they were not just something else like a defensive lineman, but they decided to make a surprise pick on Pollock, and he's been very well out of Oregon. It's a toss play outside with OJ, and he only gets about another 2. Third and quite a bit coming up. Tremaine Edmonds on the tackle there. Speaking of Rebel.
He was moved to, I believe he was moved to defensive end, most likely to make room for Pollock.
So, yeah. It's there was a large thing on draft night too whenever the Bengals did make the move, because a lot of other teams were interested, one in particular being the Lions. This is a nice throw outside there to DeMar DeRozan for the catch for the first. Move the chains.
I mean, DeRozan has been another nice addition to this offense for the Vikings here. Seems like him and Tabari have both been good sparks for each team's offense.
So yeah, the unsung receiver in slots. Surprisingly, just been saying. Obviously, you had DeMar, but I think Hobart has been more of the kind of spark igniter for the receiving corps tonight. Yeah. So he's had some almost 100. I think this be the devil. There he is, right there. He's at, I think, about 100 yards or more.
Yeah, I think it's like 86 something.
Yeah, 102. You just saw the top of the screen there. He's been Brady's favorite target tonight. So obviously he had those nice deep shot early in the game with a streak there that only got him a field goal. That was their first points of the game. But Brady's gonna throw outside to him again. He tries to stiff arm a guy to get a little bit more, but only gets down to the 35.
Brady with 356 passing yards is a lot.
So it's been Brady's arm that's been mainly the main attack for the Vikings tonight.
Yeah, audible.
As they're going to make a play at the line there. Interestingly enough, they might head off here. They're not going to, actually. Brady throws outside, and he gets the Trey Voodoo. He gets a gain of 9. 6 for 64 for him. Actually, it's quite a start.
Seems like good things happen whenever they target him. Maybe the Vikings should learn more from that with using OJ.
Saying, yeah, all the larger stars in the passing attack have been really opening up, with OJ being kind of not being used at all, as they used him right there, get the first down.
Now been listening to us and decided to use him.
They filled our energy through the booth and said, finally we'll use him, guys, don't worry.
They just needed us to tell him to use him.
Got that Jeff Saturday and J.J. Redick ideas as they're going to hit it outside to OJ, and he comes back inside. Oh, a starting lineman is down for the Vikings right now in a lot of pain. It looks like he might just have a cramp as he's sitting on the bench.
Yeah, that's I don't know how to talk about O-line injuries because you don't really get to evaluate them during the game.
Saying, yeah, no, it's kind of just whatever animation pops up. Usually, if it's something.
Yeah. I mean, how many sacks have they only led? I think they've only led like one, and that was from Brady pretty much running into him.
Saying, yeah, it was one sack, but a lot of pressures as they're going to finally hand off again to OJ. He had a lane a little further on the left there, but he tried to go up the middle. He only gets about another 2. 3rd and 6 coming up again for the Vikings. It feels like they've been a lot of this 3rd and 6, 3rd and 8, 3rd and 5. It just every single time. But they're going to head off to OJ. And he cuts inside, and he gets the first.
Wow.
And what a wild play call. I thought they were going to just do another play action, but they actually handed it off to him inside. And he was able to cut up the middle there and find a nice gap and with a little bit of extra strength, get the first.
That was masterful running there by OJ. I mean, that's what elite running backs do. They find the holes and go right through them.
So they're the read option, and they're going to hand it off OJ again up the middle. He gets about 3. I thought they might have tried a test outside there. It looked like one-on-one coverage, I believe, on either Leon or Hobart. But they decided to run it inside. And they only get about 3. So now the 10, 2nd and 7 coming up for the Vikings. Only the center. He's going to hand it off. He gets a nice juke. Only another 1 yard.
Yeah, I mean, the Bengals defense has done a good job in containing OJ where he hasn't had that many big runs. I don't think he's even had I think he only might have had 1 rush above 15 or 20 yards.
I think it was 1, and that was towards the beginning of the first drive they had out of the half. They're going to throw quick out over the middle, and it's caught. Jacob Howard again. Down to the 2. First and goal coming up for the Vikings. Saying if you will score a touchdown here, I think you go for 2 now.
Oh yeah, you gotta.
Saying 3 minutes left in this game. And false start. Leave on Trey Voodoo outside there. Got a little antsy and jumped up a little too early. That's who they call it on.
That might be costly because it looked like before it was just an easy run with OJ for a touchdown. But now it might be a play or 2.
Looks like they're going to try to throw here again, just by the formation and how we've seen tonight. They're going to do that. Throw quick underneath. And I believe that is Trey Voodoo, the guy who caused the penalty, gets almost all that yardage back. Up to the 4 now for the Vikings.
I mean, at least he's making it up for himself, you know.
Say, if you're gonna make the mistake, at least make up for it. And you took those words to heart. Make sure to get him trying right back in the same position they were before.
Ooh, 5 wide.
Play at the line, 5 wide. Interesting. Brady scrambles, rolls left, rolls for the. Oh, no one there. It wasn't even wanting to scramble to the end zone, trying to get the touchdown with his legs, but the rush was able to break off their blocks and start coming for him and just had to throw it away before he had a chance.
Yeah, that was a smart throwaway there. Because if he didn't, he was probably just going to get sacked there, which is not what the Vikings need.
Saying, yeah, it's better to take the throwaway there and keep your nice field position and try to get the end zone shot. That's a good pick again! It's picked! And it's down at the 1! The rookie! Go below! Jumps right in front of, I believe that was Trey Voodoo being targeted. And the Bengals make a goal line stand, and this it was indeed.
Yeah. Hear that
wow. Okay.
Very costly. It looks like. It looks like now that false start was very, very costly for the Bengals or Vikings.
Yeah, we're in the same situation. I will say though, this is interesting though because the Bengals are down at the 1. Considering he ran out when he caught the ball. So if they try to rush it here, there's a high possibility to cook for a safety. It looks like they might try to do that. So they're gonna run it here up the middle. And he gets some breathing room, a little bit more. 6 yards on the game there, and the clock's still running.
After getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right? This is where covering the football.
That's like the third or fourth time.
Please, Donovan, make sure to look at stats.
Yeah, please
I beg.
look at Donovan.
Yeah.
Bad things will happen.
2 minutes back in Cincinnati. You hear the people are back in the booth making sure that every quarter gets his stats right.
I want to say something, but I can't.
Yes, as they run up the middle and get swallowed up before he has a chance to go anywhere. Timeout called quickly there by the Vikings, trying to save as much time as they can in case they are able to stop the Bengals here and try to get their touchdown back.
And this is like the I believe the third time I've seen in the past 2 years where the Vikings have thrown a costly pick late in the game down near the 1. Oh, geez.
So they run outside and gets what a swallow up there. Don't believe that was the rookie again, but that was Colin on the tackle for loss, and the Vikings you saw immediately call a timeout. Even though they coughed up the turnover, they're able to finally get the ball back with almost 2 minutes still in the game and a timeout to spare.
Yeah, I mean, this Vikings defense has been locked down this second half.
Yeah, they've been trying to keep this offense in a chance to make plays, but it just seems like they take 1 step forward, 2 steps back. As here comes Brady again. 3 interceptions in this game. It just feels like everything's off for him tonight.
Yeah. I mean, in reality, the Vikings defense has actually been pretty good this game, only allowing 14 points. But their offense has just been lackluster.
Saying, yeah, take away that pick 6, this is almost a tied game. They just need a field goal to win. Throw it outside of OJ. He goes out of bounds. Very smart play there by OJ. Do what you can and go out. Instead of timeouts. And as much clock as you can.
I'm wondering, that touchdown in the beginning of the half, if Brady never threw that pick 6, would have the Vikings decided to go for it to there instead of just taking the extra point? Because they would have had a chance to tie, or worst case scenario, would be down by 2 and still need a field goal.
So yeah, as I throw, oh my goodness, he almost threw another one to Juan Pedro again. Just could not get his hands on it. Juan Pedro won his second pick this game, and probably would have sealed the game too if he was able to make the interception, but lucky for the Vikings. You said that would have been the dagger, but nah. As they're gonna call a play at the line, change it up a little bit, not like what he sees, as he's gonna take the snap. Throws underneath, and it is, I believe, no, it is not!
Oh, wow.
That is twice!
Wow.
You're right to it.
The Vikings are very fortunate to have those 2 drops, but you still gotta go for it here to try to get the first down, at least, as they're gonna go for it. Brady, takes snap, throws! It is picked! It is finally picked! And it is Jay Blade! He's at the 50, 40, 35, 30, 25, Jay Blade! It is Jay Blade receiving the game with the pick 6! And this game is over! The Vikings are no longer undefeated!
Oh man!
Wow. Oh my god.
There is the dagger we were talking about earlier.
Wow!
What a game for this Bengals defense. I mean, forcing 4 turnovers from Brady. All interceptions, and 2 of them being pick sixes. 14 points.
21 points. They've scored 21 points off of turnovers themselves.
I think 14 off the pick sixes, and 21 off of with that other pick, putting him in great field position. So you got give it hats off to give it a nice hats off to the Bengals defense, as they really have been the showstopper tonight against the Vikings.
Yeah, I mean, last week the Bengals won because they had turnovers. This week the Bengals win because of turnovers. Seems like whenever this Bengals defense is able to force picks and get pick sixes, the Bengals will win the games.
Saying on those 2 plays previously too, they were both drop picks. One of them Juan Pedro, another was Richardson, but they're finally able to get their hands on it and take it all the way, and to seal the game away as the Vikings try to put some momentum together, taking the next week. As Jacob Hobart, look at those stats: 8 receptions, 121 yards, but no touchdowns. Interesting game. He's been mainly the main guy that they've been targeting since OJ's appearance in the rushing game. But not the way they were seeing it, as Brady to snap. Shows over the middle, caught wide open. And I believe that is Jacob Hobart again. It is indeed.
Yeah.
And there's probably the time run out all the way, do as much as they can, and walk out of this one to next week, and hopefully try to get the reback game.
I mean, it really seems like not using OJ enough in their rushing game has really killed them.
So as Brady again throws underneath, and Hobart again. Saying, you said, they didn't use OJ at all this game, and it really showed how much they struggled without him involved in the rush in their attack. As Brady was just in the statue pocket and just could not seem to get comfortable, and 4 turnovers out of it. As Brady again, just in the pocket, nice, clean. Oh, Day throws outside, wide open. Trey Voodoo, and he steps out of bounds to 16 and saving 21 seconds, I guess, to try to score here. The Vikings, I guess, think they still have luck in their pocket and trying to score quick here to get as much time as they can, and maybe try to Hail Mary to
1%.
Yeah.
1% luck, 99% faith.
Yes, that is the entire plan right now for the Vikings, is they're going to use their final timeout at the 9. So it's pretty much end zone or bust in this next play if they want to try to get a comeback at all with 16 seconds left.
I think it would be kind of hard to make a 2-touchdown comeback with 16 seconds left, but anything's possible, so...
I mean,
we
touchdown
have...
here, onside kick return touchdown.
We should have locked in like 3rd quarter, bro.
Real.
So he's gonna scribble outside and just throw it away. Saying, I don't know either. I mean, he had almost all game to lock in and finally be good, but that was not there at this game. I mean, insane. In terms of plays, I mean, we've seen greater miracle happens. Minneapolis Miracle. We've seen the kickoff touchdown in Tennessee.
The Niners win the game.
You never know. Just never know. As they're going to throw again out a throwaway there. It's 7 seconds left. I think this game's more than good gone now at this point.
Yeah, this game is Jover.
In all fairness, it was Jover after the JB3 touchdown.
Nice.
I haven't even heard them. I'm not gonna lie.
I haven't heard them all game, but we're fucking over them motherfuckers. 2 seconds and that's the game.
No, absolutely fucking not.
I refuse.
Absolutely
No.
not.
Just no. Every single Bengals player will probably kill you if they try to redo that, buddy.
Yeah.
Yes, because you have one in the fucking VC with you.
And there it is.
The Bengals go down to a knee in the victory formation.
And the Bengals and the oh my gosh, please don't, please don't, please don't, please don't. I swear to
Thank you.
Thank you, Christ.
Let's go.
Hell, man. Please.
You don't have to convince your team that what you're saying is accurate. And you know what I'm talking about. Head coach always stands up in front of the team and says, guys, if we do this,
Oh,
this, we'll win. And usually they say,
this QB game was not it.
Real quick, I got head
I've
coach
seen
crypto.
worse, and that's depressing to say, but I have seen worse QB games from this league.
All right, real quick though, I got head coach crypto. Congratulations on the win, bro. How do you
Thanks,
feel?
man.
What are your
I
thoughts?
feel great, man. It feels good.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Um,
you must be really happy with your defense.
it was good coverage. Yeah. Thomas is a great quarterback, and we prepared for him all week, and it's really good to see that like work out.
Mm-hmm. How do you feel
He's a great
about
quarterback.
Joe Carter's performance
I'm really
after
glad,
this
like
game?
I said earlier, I'm really glad Joe played it safe before he was throwing a bunch of stupid picks and like double coverage going down the field. So I'm really
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's been cut out nice.
Oh, he definitely. Oh, he's back.
Yeah.
Yeah.
14 points scored off defense, 21 from turnovers. I think that's the big stat line. It just shows how important this defense was tonight for the Bengals. It's just how much they were able to have
It
that.
just dominance on the defense, man.
There you go, Crypto. Welcome back.
I also have Ben, head coach Ben, in his post game. He says that Brady had a very off game. He was played a little bit too aggressive, but it is what it is, and it's time to move on. One game at a time from here on out. The Bengals are a great team. We are still fighting for a playoff position and hopefully at 1 seed, and 4-1 is great. We are hoping to improve offensively, and I look to be less idle in making offensive changes as we have been relatively stagnant.
Yeah.
So it was mostly just a big defensive game, but Brady with those 4 interceptions was what really killed the Vikings at all. A chance of making a play. Yeah.
And he says after, shout out to Crypto for making a great team, beating both the Raiders and Vikings in back-to-back weeks. And as always,
man.
Skull.
Nice.
Damn. That's crazy. What if you guys lose?
Let me check that actually real quick.
Well, I'll stay here. Wrong yap, my guy.
You do.
Okay.
So somehow the Falcons have point diff over you.
The 2 straight blowout wins. That's how.
Yeah, more or less. Go.
Before-
should be one
this week.
because of,
You say it should be
what
one,
you
but
did.
someone in this VC forgot to record stats. I'm not saying names.
I wonder who.
Yeah,
It's almost like we were
wonder
basically
who.
begging you to record them.
Hmm.
I'm trying to think who it would be.
Yeah.
Bye.